because I'm going to talk about this game channel. So anyway, right, Sinead, you're going to do So you know the characters that we're going to create for the game channel, because we're going to do the
D&D.
Yeah, the D&D.
Oh, can I join on D&D?
So and I said I was going to be Comstock of the 7 Comstocks because I'm the youngest. Right?
Yeah.
And everything. And then you said you were going to be civil, whatever.
No, I'm going to change it. I'm going to be, what am I going to be?
I don't know. Anyway, Matt, what are you going to be?
I'm going to be, I haven't decided on my
You
title,
should be the
whether
drunk.
like doctor, inspector.
You should be an elf.
You should be a drunk,
lord,
bro.
Or like maybe a drunk. But I think my name's going to be Cowabunga Tsunami.
Cowabunga Tsunami.
I think I'd be the bow and arrow.
I got it. My name is going to be a Lotta Vagina. And
Is that with an F or a V?
an F.
Oh,
F in the chat, bro. and I'm going to be a Harless with magical powers that can only be wielded through lust, like a succubus. So
Succubus.
I think I'd be the bow and arrow guy. That's all I've got so far.
You're the bow and arrow guy?
Robin in the hood.
You're Robin in the hood.
Robin in the hood.
Does your hair come over your face every time you like?
It's like Legolas. It's like
I want a nice like sword, maybe maybe a little cheeky mage stuff.
oh.
Or like
Oh,
only
yeah,
on
she's a mage
Loki.
thing.
Maybe I'll just channel Garrel.
Has anyone seen The Boys here?
Nunchucks.
Have you all seen The Boys?
Yeah, we
I
all
love like
seen
I
The
love
Boys.
like a lamplighter design. Have you seen him?
A lamplighter.
Lamplighter,
Yeah.
he's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Everyone hated this costume. I loved it.
Yeah.
Everyone hates him as a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Jackson,
banged kids, bro.
Jackson, if you were to join our warrior gang, what would your name be?
Shrek Third Lover 53.
Shrek Third Lover?
I love that. The Shrek lover.
God.
Did he say Shrek
Love-
Third Lover? He said.
Who's the second one?
Yes.
First one.
It's Donkey.
No, I mean Shrek the Third Lover.
Oh, Shrek the
You like
Third
the first
Lover. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, can we?
That's
can
my boy.
I feel like we should our tribe called Quest, so we can say we're a tribe called Quest. I
Yes.
feel like we should do that.
We should definitely.
Woo! Shout out to Taweeb, whatever his name is. Anyway, so we have our girl in the booth. Faye has returned. So Faye, are we launched? Hi Faye.
Are we good to go?
You got a voice, Faye. You got a voice.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Welcome to the movie squad.
Hey guys.
Oh, no, not the squad.
The squad has returned. The squad called Quest.
Squad.
All right, so we are a huge squad today because we're no longer 4, but we're 5, and I thought we're joined by the boy, the legendary, my youngin, Jaqson. What's up?
Okay.
Woo!
I'm being held hostage.
No, he's not. No,
That's his first words on the channel. I love that.
All right, okay.
Being a hostage, Jaqson 2021.
Okay, so I'm Chase, hostage holder and everything from On the Shelf, and to my whatever that is.
I'm just diabetic.
I'm just diabetic.
Yes, our first bonk of the day. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Now, all right, jump. Yeah. So you're jump. All right. So James jumps from Cinema Snaps. And then over here, right next to me, they'll go ahead. Whatever your name was.
Your name what?
Hey.
I don't know what that is.
Hey.
You all know who I am.
Oh.
It's the OG from Guilty Pleasures. It's Sinead Renee. Remember it.
Remember it.
Dog.
Don't forget about it. I don't know what the bonk was for. You bonked yourself. All right. What's up, my man?
You don't have to remember my name, but my name's Matt.
Oh.
I'm from the Better Movies podcast show.
That was
And
so
you know what?
wholesome.
Matt, you know what? Because we're thinking about starting a game channel.
Oh, yeah.
Matt is our changeling because some days he's a plant, some days he's a young girl, some days he has long hair. You know what I mean? You're a changeling, bro.
Shifter.
That's what I just said, bro.
Yeah, sick.
And know why we're talking about shapeshifters? Because we
Ooh.
are finally here talking about that third Marvel series, the best Marvel series that Jaqson says it is.
What if?
And that is what the fuck? No, it's Loki. All right. We're here talking about Loki. All 6 episodes have finally aired and everything like that. And we wanna smash this. We want to smash this line. Now, a lot of people get it all twisted, right? They said, "Oh, it's boring. Oh, what's happening? It's slow and everything," and they can't stand like drama that takes time to unfold.
If you find that boring, what? Did we watch the same show?
I didn't find it boring. I said other people found it boring.
I know, but
I really enjoyed it, me. I thought it was dead good. I didn't really feel like a slow burn for me. It felt like
the narrative felt
like
rich.
There's a lot of like things that could get really convoluted really quickly.
Exactly.
Let's try and not make it happen, kind of thing.
Exactly. I mean, I think what happens is we were too spoiled in a way. Like we had Wanda first, then we had Falcon and Winter Soldier. This was not the order we were supposed to receive.
And then we had MODOK just for.
I really enjoyed
didn't watch
MODOK.
that.
I really enjoyed it.
I like MODOK.
Only because I like Robot Chicken. Yeah, only because I like Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Just give it,
But then when Loki came,
just for fun.
but then when Loki came, it was a whole different vibe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And everything.
I think being thrown in like in the beginning, like this mystical WandaVision, let me go to this more realistic live action Falcon Winter Soldier. Then being thrown again in this like mysticalness of Loki. It was great. And so I'm jumping ahead a bit, but I love how the Hulk is pretty much the catalyst what starts Phase 4.
Is that because he threw?
He took the stairs. He took the stairs.
Oh
Good
my
one.
god!
Oh, no, like stairs.
Oh, that's a good one. Actually, I mean, because we're looking at Disney Plus, and it opens on that scene where they could, it was the Avengers.
Yes,
wasn't
the
it?
opening shot had like.
And then what the director said was she had access to she had access to all of the other footage, right? They gave her access to all the other footage throughout all the other movies, so she could pick like different angles or different selections. So there was that bit in the elevator where he kind of like did that, and that was just kind of like some deleted scene. So at first I thought, did they just reshoot that? But no, she had access to all of the excess footage that they shot.
Yeah,
of the
nice.
movie
Wow.
and everything. So. So that was great. So we all saw Loki disappear. It was rumored that he was going to go into the Disney series. So Jaqson, how was that for you when Loki turned up in the desert with the Mongolians?
Well, I mean, I thought it was cool because like it leads to like this cool idea of because like I thought the premise of the show was gonna be like a Loki of the week, where like there'd be like a Loki villain every week. So I was kind of a bit disappointed, but like I think it did turn out well in the end and all that stuff.
So I mean, so for his first trip into the timeless verse, so to speak, I mean, what did you think about that?
His first trip in the timeless verse.
Yeah, because he wakes up in the desert, right? He's got the Mongolians and everything. He's like, "Where the hell am I?" And then they take him to the TVA.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. It was kind of cool. Like no, because it was just like realizing that this was like still 2012 Loki. So it's realizing that like in like a week Loki gets beat up by the Avengers, and all of a sudden he's like working with these time travel people.
He didn't just get beat. He didn't just get beat up. He didn't just get beat up. He got trashed by the Hulk.
And when he meets the Mongolians, like, I am Loki, son of Odin. And he's like trying to, and he have no clue what's going on.
He lived on this god thing for a while, right? I mean, he's actually a son of Loki, a frost giant. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he's like when he was in the trial thing, and he's like, "I am a god woman." Like, what's that?
Also, I've got a question. What's a bit plot holy, and I've seen it going around the internet. Why didn't he lose his human form when going into the TVA? Because all magic is bound and doesn't go in there.
Well, why should he lose? Oh, you mean like he should have been blue?
Yeah, he should have been blue.
He should have been.
I saw that online, and no one's explained it. So I thought I'd ask the guy who knows the most about Marvel.
You think you know everything, but you actually don't. So.
You have an answer for that, Jaqson?
No, I had no idea. There was a different form.
It's cape shit.
It's cape shit. That's what it is.
We need a cape shit button, don't we?
Yeah, we need a cape shit
So
button.
Jaqson, I call like if you can't explain a plot, you call it cape shit. If it's a Marvel movie, a DC movie, they just shoehorn it in. It's cape shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what was great for me? I just to just see him as a character, just like slowly go through, like navigate the TVA and be rendered powerless.
That was so.
It was just like I just watching like
when he saw someone get
it's like I got all this power. I'm a trickster. I'm mischief maker, whatever. I got all this power, and none of it works here. What do you do? I mean, Matt, what do you do when you lose everything like your hair? Well. What do you do?
Wait, are we all variants?
Well,
wait, hold it. Hold on. What if Matt says the wrong thing and suddenly a portal opens and we still getting pruned?
And they all get smacked.
Well, that just happened in a different timeline. Not in this one, though.
Wait a minute.
Because I'm about to say the right thing.
Wait a minute, man. Hold on. We don't know this is the real Matt, actually, because
he's a
he could be a variant. For as long as we were watching Loki, Matt started out with all that long, luscious hair, and never since we just accepted that this is Matt.
Yeah, we didn't say.
What are you doing?
I could have an identical twin.
Start playing the Step Bro somewhere.
Stop touching buttons, face.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I think she.
Let's just roll this.
What are you doing, Loki?
What are you doing, Loki? That's what she said. What are you doing, Loki?
I think I felt the same as Loki when he first saw someone like get pruned.
Yeah.
Like when he first saw someone get pruned, he was like, I hold all this power. I am a god. Boop, they're gone. He's like,
And then he said, I will get my ticket and I will do whatever you say and everything. So
Miss Minutes. I feel like the opening, like, do you know the WandaVision vibes? Yeah, of like the opening one.
Yeah.
Do you know like where it's like introduces the TVA, the timekeepers, like, hi, I'm Miss Minutes. This is the TVA.
I loved Miss Minutes. I thought she was dead cool.
Tara Strong, the voice of my childhood.
Is that Tara Strong who did?
Yeah, that's Tara
What's
Strong,
she
the
from
voice
again?
of everyone's childhood and everything. You know, she's just turned 48.
Oh, sorry.
What's she from again?
Oh, she's from everything.
Everything.
Ali, Fairly Ali parents.
Oh.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay.
Really?
Timmy Turner.
Was she Timmy Turner?
Yeah.
Timmy Turner.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and she has a different voice for all her characters
I love
as well.
that.
And everything.
Starting to all leak into one.
Listen, I'm a big fan of Grace Randolph. I want Grace Randolph to know that. And I mean, she just interviewed Tara Strong. So, I mean, Tara Strong is still looking good as ever. So, either way you look at it is, so now Loki's in the TVA, confused as all hell, and then he's provided an analyst.
Wow.
Now, wait a minute.
Life is a highway. I want to ride it all night long.
Okay. That was cool. At first, I was wondering why you were doing it. But then, so this analyst, but before, we saw him as a detective first before he hooks up with Loki. So we saw him going through time hunting somebody. We didn't really know what he was hunting. And so what do you think about that sequence there? Where Morbius was, that's you. I'm only looking at you.
Yeah, so good old Owen Wilson in the flesh.
Please don't go wow.
I won't.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of just like, it was a shock to the system. I didn't recognize him to begin with, and then he started speaking, and I was like, no way, Lightning McQueen's in this. Oh, I can tell him on Disney Plus.
Here's my favorite, I think, performance right at all. And Sylvie. I feel like we'll get to that later, but I feel like Mobius is one of the best.
I just love him, like this kind of like this cocky Owen. Yeah, like you got no power here, man.
You know what? Let me hold on. You know what? Let me drop one of those Easter eggs that I haven't seen yet. When I've been looking at Easter eggs all weekend, is that his name is Mobius.
Yes.
Mobius, right? But what else is named Mobius in the Marvel Avengers universe?
Isn't it some like space dude, or is that
No.
vampire
Okay,
dude.
it's a thing.
Oh God, yeah, Spider-Man villain, Mobius the vampire.
Okay, you're thinking about Morbius. Now,
Morbius. Oh,
so when Tony had to create time travel, remember? To send him into the quantum realm, and he didn't want to do it because he had a kid and all of that.
Ant-Man.
No. Tony had created a Mobius strip.
Oh yeah.
And that allowed them to travel in time to go through the quantum realm. Do you remember that, Jaqson?
No, I was thinking of Mobius chair from DC.
Yeah, well, that's
to be
true.
fair, I was thinking
That's true.
Mobius, Sonic the
is in,
Hedgehog's planet,
well, okay,
to
that's
be
true.
honest.
But anyway, so he called it a Mobius.
Also, in the comics, it's alluded to in the show later on, but a Mobius is actually a clone of a bunch of the same one. Like in the comics, I read about this. Mobius isn't just one Mobius, like 100 Mobiuses. They're all like the raw data analysis for the TVA.
Is it Mobiuses or Mobii?
Mobius.
Actually, I thought it was Freedom Rangers, but that's all cool and everything. So now Mobius meets up with Loki as his analyst, or kind of like a psychiatrist in a way, but and like he has to explain to Loki what's going on. So he decided to show him the show reel of his life.
Oh.
So before we get into this, I want to have massive props to the director and everyone on that to try and get a 2012 Loki up to the 2020 Loki where in the next snap, to try and build that same character up.
Yeah.
That's a challenge, and to do it in one episode so the show flows perfectly. It worked so well.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you gave it up to the director, because the director had a lot to do with it. But Tom Hiddleston's performance, he's just watching himself on the screen, which may or may not be there. But he has to sell the emotionality.
And he sold it?
I know,
sold it.
but you gave credit to the director. I'm just.
I think
it's
Tom
Hiddleston.
I mean, you got to give credit to the people behind the scenes as well. I think Tom Hiddleston's already got all the praise. I think you got to give credit to the assistants, to the coffee runners, to the.
Thank you, James.
I'll see you.
It was
Thank
you
you, James.
made Loki.
Yeah. Thank you, James. So anyway,
It was you.
To the
all
viewers.
right, whatever, people. Moving on. Right. So maybe not at this point, but we can talk about Judge Renslayer, played by the gorgeous Google Mbatha Raw and everything. Fantastic British actress.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah, she definitely pissed off.
Pissed me off.
Why?
You know what? Her great acting pissed you off.
It's a great character.
Her great acting did piss me off. I like, it's just one of those characters. It's like, yeah, she did a really good job. Okay, like all that. I'm not saying like she was bad or anything like that, but like her character just made me go.
She definitely gave bad vibes the moment you met her.
To, like, get a beat button for the next 5 minutes for that character. Like,
Seeing how ruthless she was.
I just hated her so much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And she's all like, I gotta do it for the TVA, and she just. Yeah.
Again, I know it's loosely based on the comics, but in the comics, she's actually Kang's wife, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually Ramona, or Ravona.
She's a space princess.
She's a space princess.
Did she dye her hair?
Yeah. Well, she's white.
So she's a space princess. Yeah.
In the comics, she's white. But with big red hair.
She's like ill or dying. She's like ill or dying. So Kang goes back in time to freeze her. It's like an entire Mr. Freeze plot from Batman. It's like an entire.
See, you like that, don't you, Jaqson? But yeah, she's Space Princess Ravonna. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Space Princess Ravonna.
As a variant.
Yes, we're gonna get that. So anyway, yeah, what's happening with the table, peoples?
It's because I'm not leaning on it with my massive arms.
Anyway, thank you, Bonk Girl. So then,
Promotion, Bonk Girl.
Right. So anyway, you're making me lose my train of thought now. So so then we get the whole Rock's cart, because we had to see the time window or whatever they call that, the button work, and so we got this mysterious person in silhouette, which clearly looks like a woman.
Yeah. Also in the credits,
but we don't see her face.
In the credits, the end of the first episode, it literally reveals Lady Loki as one of the actors.
Oh well, yeah. You could tell she's a woman.
Eagle eye.
Oh hell.
Eagle eye.
Yeah, you can tell she's a woman. Now, so when we move on to episode 2, this is when something kind of like happened outside of the show, and everybody started to get all, let's just say, woke about it all. Right. It was like on the I don't know if it was the credits or it was on a forum, but Loki's gender was classified as gender fluid. Yes. So then everybody go,
what about
gender fluid? No, he's gender fluid, and everything like that. But then
in the comics, he fucked a horse.
Thank you, James.
I'm just letting you know.
Thank you.
Damn, that didn't even deserve a bunk, bro.
No, just sadness.
Just some straight up.
Just letting you know in the comics.
That was left field,
and
man.
In Norse Mystery, he done a lot more.
Okay,
I feel like Loki's every gender and no gender at the same time.
Exactly. Listen, there's no problem with that. But then what happened is that this idea of Lady Loki occurred, and did we see her as the young girl getting kidnapped by?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now the question is that when the timekeepers or the time variants TVA goes after people, it's because they're trying to avoid a Nexus event, which means that they have to reset everything. But when they actually kidnapped young female Loki,
Little baby Loki.
there was no time reset thing going on. She was just kidnapped.
She was just taken off her timeline.
And people have often asked, what was the variant that you went after her for in the first place?
Yeah, she asked in one of the
actually,
episodes, she's like, what was my Nexus
This
event?
actually, I read on Twitter what it could be. So she was playing with a Valkyrie toy, and apparently during that time, she wanted to become a Valkyrie and not sex in a villain, a catalyst for events. So in that time, she wanted to become one of the Valkyries. So off you go.
Yeah, but it's still not a Nexus event to want to do something. It's a Nexus event to do something. When they were about to kiss later on, it's like, oh man, if they kiss, then it's like, oh my god. Then it will be, a Nexus event. My point is that it was a setup all along.
Yeah.
From I'm a mysterious person in a way, but I'm just trying to say is, so we get introduced to Sophia, who is supposed to be a female Loki, and when she escapes from the time variance after Renslayer, who was not a judge, she was a time hunter at that time, whatever, and everything like that, it's kind of like this was like my worst mistake, my worst job. I was like, I captured her and lost her. Yeah, you didn't lose her, you let her go. So that way she'll be out there causing mischief.
Yeah, true that. Like.
As a true Loki would.
Or hiding
exactly.
Or Sylvie.
Hiding in the apocalypses. Apocalypses. Right.
Clever. That was a very clever concept.
True.
But it's also a setup because now we know the ending. So in a way, we're actually kind of also should be speaking from that standpoint, to make it a difference than a breakdown, because we now know the ending of what she's going to do, and that somebody knew that she was going to do it. The only way she could do it is for him to have her taken out of the timeline. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So boom. Yeah, man, I'm here for you peoples. And everything. So now, so she's out there. Loki's kind of like, what's going on? And everything. He's still trying to find out from Mobius in these kind of like sitting down talking sequences. Now, we know that this was shot during the pandemic, right? So it was a complaint that people had. Yeah, man, how come everybody's just sitting there and talking? Yeah. It's because, what else nothing we could do. Yeah,
I didn't even notice.
Yeah. I mean, all these scenes are like a bunch of sit-down talking scenes between two people. What are we watching, a play? And stuff like that, and like all they doing sitting down talking. Now, but Loki's not used to that. Is he? He's not used to like kind of like talking and so
all his mischief gets like kind of ripped apart, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, but what I'm what I'm gonna ask you is, do you think that now that Loki's gender fluid, do you think that they were actually trying to put these two together, Mobius and Loki?
I just think Marvel's trying to tick points.
Tick points.
Also, because in mythology, he is gender fluid.
Yeah.
But I think
he says it on the train, don't he, to Sylvie? He's like a bit of both in that.
I've been seeing like grown men crying on Twitter about it. It's really sad.
He likes dudes. He likes chicks.
Like it's really sad to be like, that's not true. Loki's not. Like,
yeah, but hold on for a second. Don't misconstrue what I'm talking about, right? I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. What I'm trying to say is the fact that do you think that, like, because what it was like people saying like because the director was trying to imply this as well.
There's definitely a connection between them.
So do you think that this is where they were going? Because what happened was in this series they changed racetracks, like they changed courses throughout the whole thing, right? So do you think that's what they were trying to imply, in that way? Because we all watch, like buddy cop movies. Yeah. And they're all pretty much like this anyways, right? So they could be just having a strong friendship, but Loki did have formed a big bond with Mobius. So that's why I'm saying, do you think that this is where they were going? What about you, Jaqson?
Well, I mean, it's all headcanons. So like, I don't think Mobius and like Loki are gonna like fuck, So it's like yeah. Sorry.
I don't think it's off the table. I don't think it's off the table, Jaqson, because we saw what happened with Sylvie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, like okay. So, like, the thing about it's only because of that. So, like, the thing about it is that now this is where things got twisted because now this doesn't happen to 3, but so I'll wait for that, right? So just remember I said it. So now they end up back at Roscart because now we see Sylvie, whatever, right? She being and we see that she has this power that she could touch people.
Oh yeah,
And she calls it enchanting, right? And so like she's in Roscart and she's enchanting all these different people. So that way they're trying to stop Loki and all that other kind of stuff. So what you guys think about that sequence or the enchanting power? And do you think that it was a little bit more telling about this enchanting power?
I thought it was that cool. Like I really like the way like the whole setup of how she like goes to the TVA and like kind of gets in. She just sets off loads of Nexus events. So they've all got to like Dusty and like go save the universe. Time, and then she's just like basically just bops right in, and she's like, "I'm here. What's happening?"
I remember after that episode, everyone was like, "Oh my god, what's happening next? Oh my god."
Yeah,
I mean,
did you think of the Enchantress?
I didn't know because I mean, people were going around saying that's not Lady Loki, that's someone pretend to be her. I didn't like believe in them theories. A few people who I worked with were like, oh yeah, I don't reckon it is. But I think the direction they took it for like them teaming together, like the next episode, they're in a bond. It's good, but I said that episode was a bit of a flop.
Well, I mean, I thought she was the Enchantress because of the fact that one has got the colors, got the similarities in her outfit, and she actually said, "I'm enchanting people." She could say, "I'm possessing people."
Well, isn't she like
she could say, "I'm TikToking people."
I'm
TikToking people.
I'm like, but she said, "I'm enchanting people."
Yeah, and isn't she like very adamant that she's not a Loki?
And she was very adamant. I mean, we are just assuming because we had the backstory that she must be a female because. We see all the Loki variants, and they all are men.
Yeah, and I'm not being funny as well, but like the girl that was kidnapped had black hair. She's got blonde hair. If she's on the run, when she got time to dye her hair blonde.
Well,
she went to Roxcart.
She's hiding in
she got her hair color from there.
When are you gonna have time to dye your hair while the world's
I mean,
she got that horn.
I don't think like for like the entire 20 years she's been alive, she's like
it's a timeline.
Not took time for herself. A little bit of me time.
Look, I don't know about that. Yeah, but my whole point is the fact that she's. Nexus event. Nexus event. My whole point is that so I'm just trying to say is this whole enchanting power, this whole I'm not Loki thing, and all of that other kind of stuff. I just remember I said that because I'll bring it back to you when I get to the end point. So either way you look at it is that so now her and Loki are fighting and everything, and this episode ends with the because they don't get close in this one.
No, not yet. They hate each other. They're at each other's throats.
Yeah, they as usual in boy meet girl movies. They hate each other at first.
The cliche.
Gender fluid. God meets girl.
Okay,
thank you.
But okay, here's my point, and I'm not gonna belabor it. It automatically, once they got together, we all understand the tropes of the heat between male and female. Where's the gender fluidity?
Gender fluidity.
Well, that's what I just said. Where's the gender fluidity? It all now from this point, it becomes boy meets girl, boy doesn't like girl, then boy they got to get together.
There's an event what changes that they build up narrative wise and bang.
But there's no more gender fluidity though. There's just like there's that.
Does they kind of like need to be though?
That's the point. It doesn't. But it was put the image of the file was put somewhere. That it's
explored in the episode. When he says, "Oh yeah, I'm into girls," and a bit of both.
Yeah, but so what? So I mean, that's what he's just saying. I'm in a bit of a both. He could be he. All right, whatever. He could be, but my point is, I just think that it was just stupid. So anyway, when does Sif come in? Episode 3?
Oh, it's when he gets that's when they get taken back again, and so they have the whole moon. crashing into planet apocalypse with the
The
one shot
aristocrats.
running around the city scene.
Yeah.
Which was, I thought that was really good, to be fair.
Yeah.
Even though there's like not much happens and they just run around. It's just like
I
Yeah,
feel
but
like-
how many of you remember Lady Sif from the Thor movies?
Yeah.
I loved him.
And
I
stuff
thought she was
like
really
that.
cool.
Oh, when she was punching it.
Oh,
I
shit.
feel like the
Sorry.
actor did a really good Tomb Raider.
Crack the book.
Yeah, but I mean, Jamie Alexander. First of all, like
I
it
feel
was
like we
great
skipped
to see
ahead a
her
bit
coming
here.
back. No, I don't think so.
We've skipped an entire episode.
Did we?
Yeah, episode 3.
I am on 3.
With Lady Sif when she comes and she smacks
That's
him.
what I just
When she
said.
smacks him.
That's what I just said. That's where I'm at.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's where
That's
I'm at.
episode 4.
Episode 3 is the one in the train, isn't it?
Yeah. Lady Sif isn't in that one.
Train, then
Next
moon,
episode they get
moon,
Train. So episode 3 is train.
moon, explosion.
Cliffhanger ending.
Yeah.
Episode 4 is explosion. They get back, and then episode 4 is the Lady Sif episode.
Sorry.
It's fine. So episode 3.
Okay, so episode 3
It's
is
more,
when they go to Lamentus, then.
So
Yeah.
And they get trapped on Lamentus, which is an apocalyptic event.
Yeah.
So
Now, but also he had gone to Mobius to tell Mobius this idea of the apocalypse. So he shows Mobius by taking him to Pompeii.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, people.
and he cracks it.
Yeah.
And everything. So he's like, yeah, so that's where she is. She's in apocalyptic events. And see, look at that. We could do anything we want here and nothing's gonna happen.
I did like that
Doesn't
buddy
affect
cop
the
feeling off
timeline,
them.
innit?
Yeah, right. Sorry
that's
guys.
what-
I did jump.
That's why I thought like the whole Loki Mobius thing was going. It was like he's
Yeah.
actually gonna finally have a friend.
Like a buddy cop. I would have loved that, like a buddy
He's got
cop
no
thing.
mates, has he?
Oh, we all need
And I feel like if they would have kissed her, I'm like, oh.
yeah, we all need a mate.
Yeah, I mean, fair
and
play,
stuff
but,
like that.
Even like all Loki's teams and all the people he's like worked with or like tried to take over the world.
He's gonna
with,
backstab him.
he's either betrayed him or they've betrayed him, and they never were his mates. He got no friends.
And I feel like in
He's got
season
no
2,
friends,
we're
bro.
gonna see Mobius as not a character who Loki will backstab and as a friend.
No, exactly. You're so right. 'cause
Development.
you're right, because even his own brother wasn't really his friend. He was his brother,
Yeah,
and he kind of like felt sorry for him, which is why he kept tricking him by turning into a snake or into a frog.
Actually, before we talk about episode 3, I'm gonna say something. Episode 1, jump back. What do you think of the DB Cooper scene?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
Only
That
thing
was
is, like, see,
amazing.
I'm an American, so I know who DB Cooper is.
I
Do you
know-
know who DB Cooper is, Jackson?
Just a train.
No, he's
No,
so he,
right?
he robbed a plane,
Do you
yeah,
know
and
how-
disappeared.
Do you know who DB
Yeah, yeah.
Cooper
He's in
is?
Prison Break.
Yeah.
It's based off that character, you know, when who buried the money.
Yeah.
him.
See, I always get mixed up with if it's a plane or a train.
No,
Yeah,
no,
this is a
DB Cooper
great
was
train
definitely a
robbery.
plane, but the point is that if he jumped out of the plane and they never found him or the money, it's like something mysterious had to happen. So it was kind of cute to make it be that it was actually Loki and he got picked up by the Bifrost.
Yeah.
So like Heimdall actually had sent the Rainbow Bridge for him and stuff, and that was pretty like cool in a way, you know, but. It's something that they use in the trailers, but obviously people are not of that age bracket. It could get lost on you. So you're just looking at it as cool because, like, he goes, I'm down, give me the bitch, and then it comes down. And then you're like, are we going to see Idris Elba? No.
I just
Are we
thought-
going to see DB Cooper in Asgard?
Nope.
No.
I just thought of something horrid where I can't mention, but I'll tell
Well,
you
you
what.
can't say that though, because now you've got to say it.
Now you're gonna say it.
Because you already say stuff
That's
that
like
nobody
going,
wanted
I've
to
got
hear.
secret,
What
but I
if
can't say it. It's the
know you-
worst.
I'm going to help say this. What if Madeline McCann was a variant? I'm going to help for that. I'm going to
Why
help for
did
that.
you force that, Matt? Matt, now you have to say,
opened-
Matt,
probably should
hold
have
on, Matt.
James.
Now you have to say your line, I've opened up a can of worms that I can't take back.
Well, shouldn't have opened up that kind of worms.
Okay, so back to episode 3. I feel like it was mainly
It's just one big worm.
how they did it. I thought it was cool seeing more planets. I feel like it was filler, but like exposition to try and get the characters to know each other.
But the thing about it though, so they're on that Lamentus. First of all, I don't really like the whole like analyst suit because I'm thinking, dude, come on, man, wear some cooler clothes.
The variant clothes. I love the variant jacket.
because
I loved it.
no, but he's usually walking around with that white shirt and tie and stuff.
He looks
I like
a
that.
punter.
Yeah,
It looks
exactly.
cool.
I don't like it.
I think it
but
looks
my
cool.
point is the fact that it's again green screen. It's again just him and her just walking.
Yeah.
It's like they're like shooting it in the volume or something like that. They shot the Mandalorian and like, look, man, we can't really do anything else, so we'll just have you guys just walking. But I'm kind of like, damn, they're walking across this whole planet kind of thing. Especially like when they came out of the train. I know you don't like me jumping around, but then they walking some more and they walk to the city, and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought the planet was coming to an end.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. You know how the meteors just keep falling all around them and stuff. So I'm just kind of like,
I think it was necessary to see like what an actual Nexus event was like, and I found like the episode was cool. But I felt like because of this episode, it was too much filler, and I felt because there's only 6 episodes, I felt shit out of an episode.
I don't know, man. I mean, but the thing about it is, so here comes cringe moment. You know what the cringe moment is? They're sitting on a rock, and it's like, should I?
Should we? Are we gonna kiss?
It's like the most Loki thing ever, though. That he
Come on, man! It didn't feel.
Man.
It was cringe because you said he's fluid, right? And then now it's like you're trying to put him together with this woman.
I have different questions.
They don't even kiss. What?
So my questions are: I've raised this with my friends, and I've raised this with people. So I'm raising it on this movie squad. Would if they had a baby? I'm guessing it would be like first class incest, straight to incest town because they have the same genes.
No, it's masturbation, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
man.
it's not
masturbation.
because they're making an egg. They're making a full-on baby.
Bunk.
Oh, yeah.
So if they have it, they've got the same genes. So I reckon the baby's gonna be like this little deformed. Like,
Stop
definitely ain't coming out.
Hey,
There's no Game of Thrones, baby.
Anyway, Disney Plus said normalize incest.
Wait,
Now Disney Plus said no.
No, Disney Plus said unnormalize incest.
Unnormalized.
No, I don't know.
Anyway,
what?
so
Disney Plus said incest is normal.
James
normalized
is fired.
incest.
Let's put it this way:
So
James is
normalised
fired.
Incest, but
James
Luke
is
has to be
fired.
queer basing. Sorry.
It's normal if you're watching Game of Thrones.
True.
That's about it.
So anyway, they're about to kiss. How cringeworthy was it?
I thought it was cute.
Sinead, how cringeworthy was it?
I thought it was nice.
Did you really? Seriously?
Yeah, planet's coming to an end. Yeah. I don't.
Of course, Loki would fall in with himself.
That's
Of
what
course
it
he'd
should
fall in
be.
love
I don't
That's what it
believe-
should be.
I don't believe it's him.
I'm falling
I
in love with
believe
me.
She's a Loki. I can't. I don't believe it. I think she was kidnapped at a different time, and the Loki we saw get kidnapped with someone else. Personally, but that's my theory.
Possibly.
Oh, that's my theory.
So this almost kiss turns into a big branch so they can finally find them. And so when they find them, right, and they bring him back to the TVA, that's when Mobius decides to punish him by putting him into the time loop where he meets up with Sif and everything like that. Now, the thing about it was, I was disappointed by this, Matt. You just cut your hair, right? So you should relate to it. I was disappointed by the fact that when Sif came in angry with that hair, I was thinking that Loki did something really naughty, but he didn't.
You cut her hair, bro. That's annoying.
Yeah.
No, but I thought it was something else.
Why? What did you think it was?
Well, I don't
Jeez,
know.
bro. Bonk him.
Fuck him.
No, I'm dead.
Yeah,
No, I thought that when she came in, like, all so angry, how dare you did it? I thought, he was like, hey, I dressed up at store. I thought you would have liked that. No, I'm really sorry, and everything like that. And then I was like, hey, and I thought it was like
the
that.
reason the plot was like that is because that is taken directly from Norse mythology, where Loki cuts her hair.
Oh,
That is
okay.
a direct taking from the actual mythology.
This is like strange because James has read more comics than I have. Good on you.
Funny.
But that's where I was going with it.
Right.
But so I can now say that it was great to see Jamie Alexander. She disappeared for about 4 years
was in
because she
S.H.I.E.L.D.,
had her
wasn't
own TV series. What?
She was in S.H.I.E.L.D., wasn't she, for the first season?
Yeah. She did Shield, but as Sif.
Yeah.
But she had her own TV series called Blind Spot. Yeah, she was on Shield twice, but she had her own series called Blind Spot, and everything. And so it wasn't that they kicked her out of Marvel; she was tied contractually. Yeah. So now that series is finally done, and so now she's back and everything. So hopefully we get to see more of Sif and everything. But that was kind of cool. That's a good way of torturing somebody and make them relive a bad moment over and over again.
Oh yeah, I remember this. I went and had a nice bath afterwards.
Actually, what's everyone's time loop moment? What would they be stuck in?
Ooh,
What's everyone's time loop moment?
good question.
That's such a good question.
Damn it. There's a question we have to go back to because I'm like, I have to think about that. What time loop moment? Oh, man. Everybody have a think on that, right? But while you're thinking, we'll come back to James. Great question. So anyway, now Loki is kind of stressed out. He's beaten into submission. And everything. And then Mobius is kind of yeah, you want to see your girl, don't you? Yeah, you want to see your girl, don't you?
It's just
I can't believe that you could be in love with yourself, though. You know what I'm saying?
it's this whole thing about the Marvel shows and them all having therapy. Of some.
Oh well,
some
yeah,
sort,
the Falcon and Winter Soldier and everything. Yeah, man, everybody needs therapy,
like
bro.
this, all these shows are just like the therapy,
I do need
the
that.
superhero therapy shows. Like even
It's
like
good.
WandaVision's like all about dealing with Vision's death and grief and stuff, innit?
Oh damn!
You know
I
what
didn't
I'm
think
saying?
about that.
That's
one.
how she deals with it.
It's a big theme, man. It's a big theme, and Disney Plus is look. We know superheroes are bad, okay? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them through therapy. no.
It shows a different
Matt,
side.
good-
No, it must be a big
catch.
thing though, like having all this power and not knowing what to do with it, but like remembering that they are like, human with emotions as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah, I do know what you're saying.
Don't know
You're
what
saying
to
it
do
well.
with it. Just disco.
Yeah.
Just disco.
Disco.
Yeah.
So what happens? So what happens now? Does Sophie get away, or what happens now? Because we're in episode 4 or 3.
Doesn't he prove to Mobius that like he's like Mobius is a variant, and then so
Yeah.
Mobius is like, okay, judge person, what the fuck? and then she's like in front of Loki, and Loki's like, my only friend.
That's episode 5.
And then
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
what I mean. So she
Yeah.
jumped. How do we get there?
How are we at episode 5? So we just finished episode 3. They're about to kiss right now in episode 4 because Nexus event. They're back. The Sylvie scene that's been done. They break out. How did they break out again?
That's what we just asked you, bruv.
Because he brings Loki to Lady Loki, and she's like, "You okay?" And he's like,
Oh yeah, so Mobius is like, oh yeah, we killed her. She's dead. And he's like, no, you haven't killed her. And he's showing emotion. He's showing something different. He's loved himself.
Yeah. So I mean, like, so how did they get out of this, Jaqson?
So I think Loki tells Mobius that he's a variant because the idea is that Sylvie enchants that one TVA person.
Oh, yeah, the girl who
Yeah.
saw herself in the ice cream shop, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
she's like talking to her mate or something like that. And then,
And she's like, I'm real.
And then Renslayer like has the tape and stuff. So I know Mobius goes to the library, but not at this point to see the tape, or does he?
So Loki tells Mobius that he's a variant and all that stuff, and so then Mobius ends up believing him, and so then Loki and Mobius get confronted by Ravonna and the other people, and then Mobius is like, I want a jet ski, and then he gets turned.
But he has to see, but Mobius has to see the tape first. Then that's what I'm trying to say. He sees Ravonna on the tape.
No, he doesn't see the tape till
just
episode
believes Loki
6.
100% because they're
Oh, he just believes him. All right.
Is it?
And wait, hold on. So Jaqson, tell your moment, right? You watch this. Hold on, you watch this by yourself, right? So tell your moment when Mobius got pruned.
No, it's like so as soon as I like turned off the episode because it was finished, I video called my dad and I was screaming because it was just like they killed off Lightning McQueen.
You're like, how good day?
His life was a highway. He was gonna ride it
I
all
was
night
so
long.
upset. Normally with like deaths, I'm like, oh, I called that. But
Like-
I was so upset. I
think when he got pruned, as a part of me, like, it's Marvel cape shit logic. He's not gonna be not gonna be gone. But I was like,
But
no,
he must be
he's
gone,
gone.
because everybody gets pruned, then they
And
die.
I thought they were gonna reveal like Mobius as a clone after that. They were gonna bring a different one in.
But hold on, but Loki got pruned in that same episode,
Yep.
though, right? So once Loki got pruned, then I knew that they weren't.
And then after that, the end scene
the big end scene.
credits.
Come on, Kid Loki,
So,
tell us
he's
the
like-
end scene.
So he goes. He's like, so where they go?
He does look like Kid Loki, don't he?
No. So what happens is like he goes in and it's his version of hell. He goes to the Nordic version of hell. He thinks.
Yeah.
And he meets Alligator Loki. I don't care about the others. And the comic book accurate Loki and boastful Loki.
Well, wait a minute. Classic Loki,
die for
played by
crocodile
Richard
Loki.
E. Grant.
Oh my god.
Hold on, guys. Classic Loki, played by Richard E. Grant.
I watched an
in the costume, everything.
I watched an interview on that on this morning, the show, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, I always joke with Tom Hiddleston that I look like his dad, and if it ever came to a movie, I'd be playing like his dad and like a twin or something. So he was like, when I got the position, I was like, yes, 100%, I'm in.
Man.
And when I just love Alligator Loki, I don't care about the other Lokis. It's just Alligator Loki.
Now, wait.
I love
Kid
how his
Loki,
Nexus
hold on.
event was that he got out and ate someone's pet.
Hold
Like, I love
on.
it.
Kid Loki, right?
He's the best one though.
Kid
isn't he?
Loki was cool.
But the kid can't act. But he did look like Kid Loki.
Was
I don't
Did you
think he
want
could
James
act.
to do it?
I know, right? You should have got you.
Also, do you know?
Did better.
Do you know the other kid version of Sylvie? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's played by the one who played Rey Skywalker's actress in the when she's taken away from her parents.
Do you reckon
That's
they
her.
exist in the same universe?
Was the Ray Skywalker?
That's
'Cause
right.
I know I've seen
You know
her
Rey
somewhere
where
before.
Rey
So-
Skywalker. You know, she gets taken away to be sold on the planet in
Oh,
Force
man.
Awakens.
So,
That's her. Yeah.
so Rey Skywalker is actually a Loki.
Rey
variant.
Skywalker's also Loki.
Is it Loki?
Yeah.
What the hell?
My head.
What the
It's
hell?
more acting knowledge for you. But I feel like there was so much open-ended possibilities of seeing all these Lokis, and I love the memes what come from it. It's like it's like
The picture memes?
yeah, it's like
We are family. Family. Family.
My favourite one was like, well, what Mobius will see when he's pruned, and it's a picture of him from Bottle Rocket, Lightning McQueen. There's one where he's like in Lightning McQueen saying, "Don't worry, I've got a friend along the way."
Wedding crashers. You gotta be
Mama
wedding crashers. It's gotta be wedding crashers.
love
And
wedding
the
crashers.
alligator will be Vince Vaughn.
I just thought it was great, all the memes that came out of it.
Yeah, they
and
were
then when the
fantastic
episode came out, I feel like just seeing all these characters like we must run, there's a storm. I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just thinking,
That was
like,
the best ending ever.
The setup.
The young Loki's like he's the only one who killed Thor.
Yeah.
like-
So anyway,
So
so
why are you following the kid? And he's like, oh, I killed Thor.
Wow.
yes, yeah, no,
Thanks, bro.
exactly. You know, now, so episode 5. We're
One
finally
of
at 5. So then what happens is, he tells them when they're walking along to his kingdom, but then when they get to the manhole and they go down the manhole, we get another Easter egg.
Wait, can I just say something? The manhole thing. I thought when I first saw that, I thought you were going to like the Teletubbies, like.
Like the Hobbit holes and tell
Yeah.
No, but yeah, Chris Hemsworth was on that episode, by the way. He voiced Frog 4.
Frog.
Frog 4.
Did maybe Matt didn't see it, man?
I missed that.
He's in a
So
jar.
when they're going down, the camera's going down that tunnel or whatever, right? You see Mjolnir, the hammer, and then you see a jar. And it's really very, very small, but inside the jar is Frog Thor. So in the comics, Loki had changed Thor into a frog.
Yeah.
In costume and everything.
Yeah.
He still carries the hammer and stuff. And it was like for like a couple of issues and stuff. But see, what I thought was that when Kid Loki said he killed Thor, that he really only meant that he put Thor in that jar. Because basically, after he said that line about killing Thor, then cause Thor can't get the hammer, so he can't change back. So it was outside of the tunnel, it wasn't in the tunnel. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like I thought that's what it was. But yeah, it was a great throwback. But the Throg, frog, he's going trying to get the hammer. So Chris Hemsworth, they went to Australia, right? Because that's where he lives and stuff. They went to Australia. He did that for nothing. Like he went to the studio, right? Put the cans on, and he just go.
It's like Vin Diesel of I Am Groot, but
Yeah, but he got no words. Now, if he got paid, that'd be effed up.
I reckon.
I like it that
To
he
be
just
fair,
said, no,
I reckon he got
gotta
paid.
do it.
I reckon he got
gotta
paid
do
a
it.
lot. I reckon he got paid a few million.
No, he said that he didn't get paid for that.
Oh?
That was just a
I reckon
favor.
they bought him a drink afterwards.
mean,
Yes, I would drink with Chris Hemsworth, but get out of here.
I mean, I wouldn't after Men in Black International, but
no, no.
no.
And then-
But the episode, the path it follows, I think the biggest part of the marketing was what's the Vote Loki.
Yeah,
So
President Loki.
It's President
yeah.
Loki, so he's from the comics.
Yeah,
I
President
haven't
Loki's
read that
from the
one.
comics.
It's meant to be good, but everyone was like, "Oh my god, I can't wait for President Loki to show up."
Yeah.
and someone counted his screen time. He was in it for 42 seconds.
No. We've seen the shot in the trailers and everything. So selling the show and everything. We knew that President Loki was going to show up and everything. But we didn't know was they opened up the manhole and you see what they call the League of Loki.
Yeah.
Right? Not even Loki, because Loki doesn't even get an S. So it's the League of Loki, right? So all those guys were supposed to be other Lokis, right? Other the people that were pruned and sent there. So he comes down and everything, and he's like, thank you for telling us where they are. And then they look, and it has to be the black guy who betrayed them. Did you not see that, Sinead?
All the villains were like black though. Weren't
No,
they?
no, they were not. It was the boastful Loki with the
Yeah.
Why is
hammer
he called boastful Loki? Because he wasn't.
because he boasts.
I
That's
didn't
all
hear
he does
boast
is
as much.
boast.
He boasts, but then he's the one who betrayed them. So it's like so President Loki said thanks, and then like, oh,
Actually,
you betrayed us.
Is he the most Lokiest
Once again.
Loki?
He's the most Lokiest Loki.
He's the Loki.
Exactly. But anyway, my whole point was. My whole point was why? So anyway, so then Loki says is that like then the other Lokis turn on President Loki, right?
That was such a funny scene.
So hey, what you guys doing? And then Crocodile Loki goes "Bah, bah, 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 bah," and then leaps across and then bites his hand off. He's like, ah! Right.
Like you see all the Lokis fighting, slowly dying. I just thought it was the most Lokiest thing to do as
But
well.
then Loki was just walking through them like, what the?
It's like his
And they
whole.
fight each other.
This was like for me. It was like the realization of his arc a little bit because he's like, I'm past all this shit.
Yeah, he's
You know what I
like,
mean? So what
I am
he's doing-
such an asshole.
It's like looking at him as like former self in it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, changed Loki.
This is true. This is
Change
true.
Loki.
This is true. He got to walk through his past
Yeah.
and his criminality in a way.
See his future, where he was going.
So when he escapes with classic Loki and Kid Loki and stuff. So they get out of there and stuff like that. And then like they are like where they going? Oh. Then they encounter, Alioth, the big cloud, right?
Yeah, the cloud of death.
Now. Wait a minute. They also encountered the Thanos copter, which everybody.
Oh
seems
yeah,
to
I
go
saw it on the
crazy over.
Thanos copter.
No?
Oh my god, you never seen it? I'll show you. You know what? I'll show you the images. but-
So wait a minute. So in the comic books, right? There was like a kid version of Spider-Man comics called Spidey Stories, right? Like it's like
sounds
the
so
Electric
cute.
Company kind of thing. So anyway, so Thanos is a bad guy. So as a bad guy, he has his name on the
That's it. That's the,
tail of the
that's
copter.
so that's the Thanos copter, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That was the cutest thing I've ever
and
seen.
So
This-
that was in
This is in
the
it.
limbo,
Look, it's like a really bad image, but
and that's in it in the limbo.
it was in it. And
So only some people actually saw the name Thanos on it and
Did
everything.
you see the Avengers Tower? What was nicknamed the what's the Kang company called?
Kane.
Yeah, it was that on it.
Kane, not Kane.
Yeah,
Kane.
it had that on it for his criminal fronts.
Yes. Yeah, so where they were, because they were on Earth, or, it looked like it was a battle in
It's
New
like
York.
a dumping ground of Earth.
Well, yeah, because that's what this place is. This is like limbo and all the like shit. Just,
Someone said if you don't understand it, it's like Stranger Things.
yeah. Now, while they're down there, Sophie, is she's got Renslayer and everything. Renslayer is trying to play that, oh yeah, I'm on your side all the time, right? And everything, delaying for the guys to come in for her, right? And then Sophie's realizing that, I don't know how she realized it, but she's just thinking that if I, there's only one way I could get to Loki, and that's to prove myself. So
Bang.
that's not a bang. She
bang, she's gone.
She sticks herself. Oh, bang on a gun? Okay. I thought you said bang.
Unalived herself.
So anyway, she ends up, so she's right. She ends up in the limbo, and then she ends up on like the other side. So while Loki and the other two Lokis are going against Alioth, the big cloud monster, then we hear the horns of the pizza car that Mobius had managed to find.
I think it should have
How?
been Lightning McQueen. It should have just been.
You know what? Wait a minute. What if it was Lightning McQueen in the sense where it's a yellow pizza?
Wait,
It's like a yellow pizza, right?
wait. So there's a whole thing with Pixar where there's a pizza truck that's in every single film.
I don't know. Is that a Pixar thing?
Is that was that
I thought
it?
it's like Pizza King in.
No, Pizza Planet.
Oh,
There's like a
Pizza
Pizza
Planet.
Planet truck, and it's in every Pixar film, I think, or most of them.
Is it Jaqson?
Yeah.
Oh, was that
And-
supposed to be a nod to Lightning McQueen? Maybe.
I don't think it is because it's not the same company. I'm trying to find.
Yeah, but it's
It's
a pizza.
Pizza King.
It's a pizza thing.
It's not
Like,
Pizza Planet, but it was
Pizza
Pizza King,
Planet.
and it's a pizza, is what she said.
Lightning McQueen, no. Imagine if you just take a chow, yeah.
You know what?
It's so,
He's still driving the car, though, man. You know what I mean?
I would just
He's
be
still
complete-
driving the car pretty
Put
wildly, though.
95 on the car
I-
somewhere.
innit?
I
I
just
would have
did.
died, David, then. That would have been me. I would have died, David,
I
then.
would have turned it off because
I am done. I can die a happy man.
Oh, man.
Like, swear to God.
So anyway, so
Hilarious,
Mobius manages to get Sylvie to Loki, and they manage to come across the the desert to look at each other, but they don't kiss.
No,
They just
Loki
come
on Loki
together.
action.
Not yet. He
Not
can.
yet. They just come together. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Hey, you know what I mean? And
buddy,
stuff like
buddy.
that.
Hey, best friend.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad that I killed myself and I didn't die. Hey,
best friend.
Yeah.
I love you. Hi, friend.
Hey, hi, friend.
I love you like a brother.
Do
love
it,
all my
meet
friends.
cute. Oh, I love you.
Oh, yeah.
But so anyway, so they realized, look, it's the four of us against this big giant dog cloud
Woof,
because
woof.
it's like a woof woof woof.
Wow.
But then Kid Loki's like, I'm not doing this fight.
See ya.
Oh yeah. We'll see.
And then classic Loki's like, yeah, me too, man.
Not to
I'm
sound
lonely, but not that lonely.
not to sound like Infinity War, but Kid Loki will return in Kid Avengers.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you're right.
he must.
Young Avengers, yeah, Young Avengers. Kid Loki will return in Young Avengers. It's a shame that kid can't act. So,
He's so mean.
no, he can't,
Well,
man.
no,
He
but
can't even act mean.
Maybe
he
he'll
can't.
go to acting school in between the two shows.
He's got the
I
money
mean, if
for
you
it.
got a
Oh
movie,
my God,
yeah.
I'll do it. I'll
Yeah,
coach
exactly,
the boy.
right. You should.
Yes,
So-
I'll coach the boy.
Yeah, you should. So anyway, right? So it's them against the cloud and everything, and so
We all against
they
the
need
cloud.
something, right? Sophie's like, great, take my hand, and we'll enchant this cloud and everything, but that won't be enough.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my
Classic
God.
Loki has
Oh
to make
my
the ultimate
God.
sacrifice. I will find my glorious purpose.
I really hope he returns.
I think he will, because his whole big thing is Loki's thing is that Loki always fakes his own death.
Yeah, he's
Thor,
a survivor.
Thor 2, Ragnarok. Loki always fakes his own death. So, like, I think that even though it was a beautiful shot of him, creating that illusion of Asgard, being taken out by Alioth, I really think that he knew, look, I'm going to make the dog come to me, and you guys are going to go around his back and stuff and go through the butthole. And stuff like that.
Do you have an
like-
announcement?
Thanks, Jaqson. It's true. But, like, because he faked his death,
Do
man.
clouds have buttholes?
Well, it opened up. Anyway, so like the whole thing.
Air goes here, butthole.
Do clouds? Is there any rule 34 of what's it called? The cloud.
Alioth.
Alof rule 34.
Oh, late girl. Alioth. So anyway,
Internet star.
so the whole thing is that old Loki looks like he sacrifices himself. So Sylvie and Loki open up the cloud.
Yeah.
Whichever way.
We see a mana.
And
So
they
this-
see
like a Scooby Doo S mana.
I wonder
They
how much
see-
storage you get.
Chronopolis. What you just say?
So, it's like, because it's a cloud and I was like, I wonder how much storage you get.
That was good.
Hi guys, I'm quitting.
That was good. Anyway, they open up the cloud. They open up, and then we got our final episode and stuff. They open up the cloud. They reveal Chronopolis. Now, Chronopolis
Is that what
looks
it's
like.
called? Yeah.
Well, in the comics, it's called Chronopolis, but this was called just like
The castle at the end of time. Or
something like
whatever.
that. Yeah.
And
So,
Miss Minutes there, and I thought she was the villain.
Oh my God! Imagine Miss
I was
Minutes
so
reveals the
scared.
villain.
I was like, no way. No way.
That's a bigger
surely.
letdown
yeah.
than One Division's boner joke with the X-Men.
But hold on. So all the speculation is happening. Everybody's thinking that it's Kang, right? And everything like that. And then what happens is that like so they open up and everything, and this city that we kind of like see looks like the city in Adam and the Wasp. Doesn't? Oh, not Adam. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I don't know.
Who's
Ant-Man and the Wasp,
The
right,
one he
Jackson?
sees-
Adam and the Wasp.
I don't see that at all.
You don't see that the
it
city look
confirms
like
that's
the
in the
city
quantum realm.
in the quantum realm.
No.
Okay, well, I did. I thought it is a city as a city in the quantum realm because it still is Chronopolis, and a lot of people think that Chronopolis was the city in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Maybe not looking like this, but in Ant-Man and the Wasp, they see a city,
Yeah.
in the quantum realm and stuff like that. So anyway, so they go into this place and everything. I forgot what it's called, the Citadel or something like that. Citadel, yeah. So now let's talk about that opening sequence.
So good.
So that opening sequence had like sound bites from all the movies,
Yeah.
right,
Gotcha.
and
Oh,
everything.
So cool.
And it had sound bites from like famous people and all this other kind of stuff. So
Morgan
it was
Freeman.
show. Yeah.
That was
Oh, I thought it was Nelson Mandela and the Allstate guy, but like, it had. It was like when you actually looked at like those, on YouTube when it was like some really clever like bits and pieces, that they
All
that
through
they
time.
did. Yeah, including the Captain America and the song that when he had that dance with Peggy and all of that.
Yeah.
So because maybe I'll say at this point, Jess, you want to say something about the music of the series.
No, yeah. So the soundtrack is really it's really good. It's probably like top 3 like MCU soundtracks.
They are. They do good soundtracks.
Yeah. I think what I liked about this was like the composer. From what I remember, is Natalie Holt.
Yeah.
Who is like one of those infamous X Factor people.
Oh yeah, she shut the exit sign.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
was that her?
Yeah. I love that. Was that a Nexus event?
Showbiz? That was her famous event.
It gave me Ragnarok vibes to the music though, like a parallel.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. But is she a singer or a musician? Whatever.
Musician, and like while those guys were singing, she stood up and threw exit Simon and then ran off. It was great.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
So that's
All
who
comes
she
full
is.
circle.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like about like the music is that slightly jumping ahead, but it was like at the end it was like the theme when Loki and Sylvie finally like kiss and stuff like that. Natalie Holt described the music as like Loki looks at Sylvie as if he's looking at his mother.
It's his mother.
Oh,
Wait a minute, man. Not his sister, but his mother.
It
Not
makes-
his stepbro.
Well, that kind of changes the
see, that's
vibe.
what are you
mine
doing,
is.
step bro?
It makes me think there's like a lack of communication and like behind the scenes, which also is why the director is not returning for season 2 and all that.
Yeah, we'll get
Heavy.
we'll get more to that later. But like
Together, Jackson.
but like so they go through this crazy castle, right? So they're doing like the whole Dutch angle camera work. They also point out like the timekeepers, which we skipped over about when they chopped off the head of one of the timekeepers.
And it was robots.
And they were, exactly.
It was robots.
I thought the CGI in that was so poor.
I was like,
Well, no, but it was supposed to be because it was fake, and it was revealed that they were fake. So I was happy with that. But one of the statues were like chopped off at the legs and stuff. So I added it. So it was kind of like there's all these Easter eggs and just them moving around and everything, and then the doors open. The doors of the elevator opens. And sitting there like a little boy is the oldest man in history and time itself. He who remains, right? And Miss Minutes even said, "He who remains is willing to like give you a new life."
yeah,
They captured this so well as suspense.
yeah.
Well,
it
no,
was
but what I
beautiful.
what I wanted to point out about that line though is that that's who he initially was cast as.
Yeah.
He who remains. So like so one of the alternatives before they gave us that was the fact that Miss Minutes was going to show them what their lives were like. So so they said that this deal was supposed to be like the last temptation of Christ, and that's how the original ending was going to be. Was that we were going to see King Loki, having everything that he wanted, like Thor's hammer and the accolades and stuff like that. And who knew what we would see of Sylvie? Maybe she would be the Enchantress. Who knows? But that was where they were going. And at some point, Kevin Feige or somebody said, "No, this Jonathan Majors is pretty damn good, isn't he?"
Yeah, so I think what happened with the casting process was Peyton Reed was also involved with the casting process, which is so I think it might have been that Peyton Reed wanted to do Kang in like his Ant-Man 3 movie, and so he worked with like Feige and Kate Herron to cast Jonathan Majors and all that.
Yeah, so like because they knew whoever they casted should be the guy, and if you think about some of the imagery of Kang in the comics, he has like the blue face, but he also has kind of like the defined features, like the lips and everything. I'm talking about the African features kind of thing, like that. Like if you think about it, some of the early depictions of Kang had that kind of scenario, even though Kang was Rama Tut.
I was gonna say I'd love to see that in the second season of like he goes back in time with like the spaceship as a Sphinx.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to see.
Yeah, but as Rama Tut in the comics in the 60s, he was a freaking white guy as an Egyptian ruler and stuff like that. And he didn't wear any clothes. He just had like that sash and everything.
Oh, Dick and Balls.
Well, not really, but still, my point is that can you imagine Jonathan Majors being Rama Tut? I thought so. Anyway, so they changed due to working through the pandemic, and they're like, you know what, maybe we should go a different route. And I think this is what Kate Herron didn't like, because now she got to face the full control of the Marvel machine, and Marvel is a machine, and they were like, no, let's try this. And then he just gave them a fucking fabulous performance of Crazy Immortus and everything. And and you can't deny that it was a fabulous performance.
It was amazing performance. Like, he was scary for the wrong reasons. He was cool headed for it at all, and it gave sociopath vibes. Like, like not like a Joker type, but like I haven't shown my full yet. I'm gonna fuck you up later type thing.
So James, why do you think he had the apple?
Adam and Eve.
Exactly. Did anybody else get the Adam and Eve vibe?
Yes.
Somebody,
And Loki ate, and Sylvie ate the apple, causing the universe to crumble.
Yes.
Like
Yeah. I mean, I was watching Ancient Aliens and everything. It's a serpent society, but it's so Immortus is the serpent, and Loki and Sylvie are Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
The beginning of time.
And when she
kills him,
she's ate the apple.
She's ate the apple, causing the fall of man and causing everything
The
to
rise of
fucking
Kang.
rise of Kang.
He doesn't mention he's Kang. He goes, some call me a menace, a conqueror, and
A ruler,
a ruler. Yeah.
and a jerk. Which he's all of those
I did like it was mainly exposition, because the more he played, the more I wanted to see of him.
So Matt, right? So you're not a big comic fan, though, are you?
No, I'm a big fan of comics, but I don't dabble enough.
No, but so I'm just curious, because there are a lot of people out there that aren't, and so this was a full 10-minute exposition dump that was setting up a sequel that nobody knew that they wanted.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that sequence with Jonathan Majors?
So it's a really weird comparison, right? But it really gave me big Hideo Kojima vibes. He's notorious for long cutscenes in games and stuff like that.
Right.
Like he'll just stick a 4-hour cutscene in the middle.
What, Death Stranding Walk Simulator?
Yeah.
Wait, what games are we talking about?
Metal Gear.
All right.
Metal Gear franchise.
The 90-minute unskippable cutscene.
Oh yeah, we love him.
Do you know who this guy is, Jaqson?
Yeah.
I know, because Jaqson is big on gaming, so that was really cool.
He's working on supposedly with Norman Reedus doing a Silent Hill thing.
Is he? Oh man, why would you do Silent Hill again? It was so horrible the first time.
I love his movie reviews. He does movie reviews on Twitter.
Really?
And I think he's a massive fan of
Kojima.
He's a massive fan of like the smaller movies, like the shitty comedies. He loves them, stuff like that.
Right.
But for his work, it's so dark, and it's definitely Kojima vibes.
It's just the way it goes back to this thing about how do we make this really convoluted thing not convoluted? It's
the style though, right?
And it's like how you deliver that information to the audience and to the viewer and stuff like that.
And I also love the whole the molten whatever he's doing and shit. That was amazing.
The backstory is confirming he's from the 31st century, like in the comics.
Yeah,
exactly.
Seeing all that was cool, and the way they portrayed it.
Every time he creates a variant, there's another and another and
all
another.
I'm saying is, when the suits, all the costumes so far in Phase 4, tick, they've been amazing. Yeah. And when we see Kang's costume, I think it's going to be adapted to a modern audience, and it's going to work perfectly.
Well, but that leads us to the end. But before we get there, it's so he's doing this whole crazy guy. And I think he's doing it well. He's like, hey, I'm crazy.
Kill me. Go on, kill me. Stab me.
I don't feel like it was he was crazy, though. I feel like it's
he has a plan.
Kind of thing. It's he's
like
torture and stuff like that. But I felt like it was more.
But imagine if you knew that I'm going to be alone for 50,000 years and I got to wait for you motherfuckers to show up.
That's what I'm saying. No, I feel like he's tired kind of thing. He's had enough. Kind of thing. That's the vibe. I got less crazy vibe, more like, can you please just take this off my hands now?
One of my favorite tropes is when someone's got a massive goal and wanted to kill someone. They finally meet them, and it doesn't go as expected. Yeah. It's like the Kill Bill route when Kill Bill 2 when you finally meet him. Yeah. And she's
you mean Bill when Bill meets right?
Yeah. And there's this old exposition about the talking.
Yeah.
I got that vibe from it, and I thought stuff like that. I love them driving stuff.
But wait a minute. Here's my favorite moment. We finally hit that time where I don't know what's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen? Is James gonna make an uncomfortable joke? Is Matt gonna open a can of worms?
No, I'm talking about.
I know.
I'm talking about Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, I know.
That was so good, Yo, I love subtlety, man. It was just like.
He better be like the massive phase 4 villain. I don't want him to like get done in Quantum Mania.
Yeah.
He better be in forever.
Like,
I love him.
I'm just like, oh man, I mean, that's why I don't know what Karen got to be upset about. If you doing this for me, I get all the credit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The director is like, you do, oh my god,
there's two villains I want to see.
Just keep doing what you doing.
I feel like with the introduction of Kang, I feel like we've got a little bit more chance of getting Doctor Doom, and I really want Doctor Doom. Really want Doctor Doom. And when that gets revealed, I'm gonna do like a massive like backflips. Backflips. No, I'm gonna do backflips.
All right, here's the speculation, right? So we know that in the comics, Kang is a descendant of Nathaniel Richards.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
But he looks like Dr. Doom.
And
so
for a while, we thought it was a variant of him.
What if he is actually a descendant of Dr. Doom?
I mean, there's so many possibilities.
Because we haven't established the Fantastic Four in this universe.
Yeah, because it's Reed Richards, isn't it?
Yes, Reed Richards' great grandson. My point is, that doesn't really work, especially, you know what I mean? You go for a white guy as Reed Richards or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But what if he was Dr. Doom? And this is another thing, too. I don't like race blending, but I wouldn't mind Dr. Doom being black. I know you might say,
no, I think
Kang is black. You get enough of that, Jack. If he's the predecessor to fucking Kang, right? I'm like, give it to me, baby.
Sadly, he's past like an MF Doom type vibe, because we've seen, the rapper MF Doom.
Yeah.
Like, he's got the gladiator mask on, a bit similar to Doctor Doom.
Okay.
And a black Doctor Doom would work.
No, but you see what I'm saying?
Bring it, yeah.
What if you tie the two together?
And I think it would work. I think it would work perfectly. My friend's got a script written for his own Doctor Doom movie.
Down below, tell us what you think on that one.
Black Doctor Doom, yeah or no?
Yeah.
I feel like
yes. Get someone who's like a young black actor.
We had the three. We had the 3 Fantastic Four movies. None of them worked. None of them worked. None of them worked. And everything, sexy guys as Dr. Doom or quirky guys as
Kevin
Dr.
Hart.
Doom.
Kevin Hart's Dr. Doom.
Oh my god.
That'd be horrible.
If there was anyone that was going to bring Doom, it would be Kevin Hart.
Dude, it's Idris Elba, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say... Idris Elba.
Or Patterson Joseph, man. Go for a British guy. Well, Idris is British, but go Patterson Joseph. Well, come on, man. You don't know who Patterson Joseph is? He's a black rapper.
I feel like a young black actor. Find someone who's new, and I feel like they will work perfectly.
I don't know, because Dr. Doom demands respect. You could get like a Lenny James, or you could get like or Patterson Joseph. You know what I mean? No Lenny Henry, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Look at that. We recasting without recasting, but recasting. There you go. But
I support the idea of a black Doctor Doom.
What do you think, Jaqson? Dr. Doom as the predecessor to Kang.
I think that just kind of ruins the whole premise.
Why though? We haven't been introduced to Fantastic Four yet.
Yeah, but wouldn't it make more sense to make Reed Richards black and have like?
I don't want that, man. They did Johnny Storm as black, and that fucking is cringe.
I know, what were they trying to say? That it was hot, so they're black. So, yeah.
I mean,
I hear you, girl. Listen. Michael J. Jordan, Michael B. Jordan all day, right? But no,
I think there's a small part. No, there's a small part where it's like they don't want to go too much of the comics, otherwise people are gonna find everything out.
Didn't they learn? Didn't we all learn? Fantastic Four doesn't work that way.
Fantastic Four doesn't work. Full stop.
Well, no, why it doesn't work?
Because the Spider-Man
director doing it wrong.
No. Fantastic Four is the only group that was made in a whole nother time and just doesn't work in the modern philosophy. You got an old man with a young girl, and his brother is cool with it. Yeah. And her brother's cool with it. And, I mean, remember when they did it in the movie, the first Fantastic Four movie with Jessica Alba? Yeah. I mean, God, it was like, oh, my, do not touch her, bruv. Yeah. Do not touch her, bruv. And then You got Jessica Alba in blue contacts. Why?
He's
Chris
angry.
Evans?
He's angry.
I am angry. I am ranting.
Chase
Do
is
not
not happy.
fucking ruin Fantastic Four.
I mean, it is going to
And
get ruined. They're getting the Spider-Man
games are
director
fun,
on it.
though.
They're getting the Spider-Man director
no,
on it. So,
they're
so the
not.
first 5 minutes, Doctor Doom will be like, I hate Tony Stark. Like, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be so... Like, it's going to be built
I'm alone here.
like a Tom Holland movie when
I'm
it's
alone.
not for Tom Holland.
Fucking love Jessica Alba.
I love Jessica Alba, but not her pretending to be white. I mean, it was just
Yeah.
like,
Do
you remember
she's
the-
not. She's Spanish.
Yeah.
Do you remember the director of the new Fantastic Four, the one with the Captain America, Chris Evans in it? The actor came out, the director came out on Twitter and was like, "Yeah, my movie is ass." Lol. Like, essentially, he pretty much said, "Yeah, I hate my movie. I hate that movie."
So anyway, somebody came in here with a clock and thinking they missed minutes, but like we were, we were at the end. We're still rolling. So we were so basically we were at the end. Kang is now going to take over the Marvel universe, and we see that when Loki gets sent through an alternate universe where Mobius doesn't recognize him, and we see the glorious, comic accurate costume of Kang.
And it's like a Planet of the Apes moment.
Like Planet of the Apes moment
Yeah.
where Abraham Lincoln is an ape,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, which was actually pretty cool. It's better than
Abraham
that's
Lincoln.
Abraham.
It opens a lot for season 2.
Abraham.
It opens so much for season 2, and whatever happens, I feel like
sorry.
they've got so much to go off of.
Yeah.
I feel like I think Kang's gonna reprise the role as the main villain, but there's one thing what they better do, and that's have Mobius ride a jet ski.
Yeah.
wanna see Moby on a jet
Mobius is
ski.
riding in the jet ski. That's what's happening.
Painted to look like Lightning McQueen.
Lightning Mesquite.
Right in the ski.
Lightning McGee.
Oh, he's like the Cars universe. He's got like eyes and atomic body parts, and he's like on top.
It's just like
Yeah.
a really bad episode of Top Gear where they try and make amphibious cars and that.
it's just
Yeah.
Mobius then show, but it's like a Top Gear type show, but with jet skis.
Yeah. So
Yep.
so Jaqson, prediction for season 2 quickly.
No, yeah, I think it should follow like a different Loki variant. It should be in like a perspective of someone else. That
Not Tom Hiddleston.
Well, it could be Tom Hiddleston playing a different Loki.
Oh right. Okay.
That or season 2 focuses on this war that's supposed to be happening.
Secret Wars.
No, the Nexus war that was.
Oh, Multiverse of Madness.
Well, yeah, it's either it's either gonna happen in Doctor Strange 2 or
Yes,
Loki
it will.
season 2.
Yeah. Somebody said that it was going to be like Loki at Doctor Who.
It is Doctor. This is the best series of Doctor Who we've
going
had
through
so far.
time and trying to fix everything.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, I like that one.
I feel like
It's too basic to be a plot, though. Like, I feel like when I'm going into it is like, you know what? Whatever Marvel do, they're gonna do some convoluted shit, and I don't mind that. I like that.
Depends
Cape
how
shit.
much like
Cape shit, yeah.
how much setup they need to do.
Yeah.
I feel like the first episode is gonna like pretty much Loki's gonna jog the memory of Mobius, like he
Yeah.
did of him with the video. You know, he scrolls through that. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
I also
like
think that because we don't know what happened to Sylvie, I think that Sylvie is going to go back, to the beginning, and she's going to be the Enchantress, and she's
Yeah,
going to
I
be the
think-
Enchantress
I
through
don't-
Thor,
yeah.
Thor 2.
I don't think
thing.
she's a Loki.
Well,
I
that's
feel
why I
like
said
it
she's
was
gonna be
kind
the
of revealed with the
Enchantress.
kiss, like, because he was like, "You are me, I know you," and she was like, "But I'm not you."
Yeah, but then that's what I'm trying to say is that so she's the Enchantress, but then Loki will find her, and then he will be like, "You're Sylvie." She's like, "No, I'm not."
Nah, so
Not anymore.
The next question is the one I asked before. We'll quickly brush over this one. What's your time loop moment?
My time loop moment.
Your time loop moment.
What's your time?
I've
loop
got
moment?
mine.
All right, go ahead. Do yours first.
So, for example, I don't care if I've done something bad and I get shown out over and over again because I can learn from that. But here's one for me that makes me cringe every time I think of it. Picture this: it's year 9. I'm in the college production for Grease. I get cast as a character with 2 singing roles. There's 200 people, fully packed out. Everyone's there, and I'm on stage singing. And my voice breaks. And I'm like, those magic changes. It's horrible. It's my worst moment of my life. I hate it. Every time I think about it, I want to die singing in front of a live audience. And I'm like,
I've
God.
embarrassed myself in
I
front of a
died,
live
bro.
audience too many times.
Oh my God, that's a good one, James.
I followed someone who wasn't my dad, like all the way, like to through a shop in a car park once. I thought it was my dad, and I was like, "Dad, why is your car different?" And he turned around, it was my dad.
Oh no, yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my God, you're not my dad."
I got on a stranger's car.
You got in a stranger's
So
car?
from college, I was trying to find my uncle who was picking me up, and I jumped in his car. I was like, "Where were you?" There was this kid there. I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." I ran out, and I feel so bad. I'm like, "Oh my God, no."
Yeah, no, I'll have a proper think about that one, James.
Oh, I thought that was your
No,
moment.
there'll definitely be like a proper one.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. So that means I don't have to talk about my Carvel moment where I was found walking down the street with somebody and an ice cream in my hand. I won't tell you what was in my hand.
Jaqson, what's your time loop moment?
Well, there's so
I'm
many.
sorry, what?
Go ahead, Jackson. What's your moment?
There's so many. The moment that just like now came to my head, which I forgot about, was one time I was in the Blackie and I was like 7, and there was like this 15-year-old lad, and there was like this inside door bouncy castle, and he kept on beating me up. So
Aw.
yeah, I guess
That's mean.
Actually, if
Well,
it's
no, I think I was like fighting. Well, I don't know. For some reason, I liked it. I don't know.
You like-
why.
Oh, well, that changes things.
Okay.
in the time loop, you can like practice like the different martial art moves. Just do them in.
Well, yeah, it's like Doctor Strange. He's like Doctor.
Yeah, Dormammu.
Yeah.
Matrix.
So Sinead,
Sinead.
No.
we've already had enough from Sinead's like private left a note.
No.
No, I think
Sinead's like, I'm
actually,
not going to tell you.
I've got a scary one. I've got a scary one.
No more.
No, it's time to go, James.
No, one more.
James,
Picture
time
this.
to
Picture this. You're walking into big condo.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm done. Okay, thank you for watching Movie Squad. Like and subscribe. Suggest some movies.
Anyway,
I don't know what to say anymore.
I don't have a clue. Especially after what I said. So either way, we out of here. That was Loki.
No, that was low-key good, you know.
All right. All I want is Kane to do a rewind.
This never happened. Delete the recording.
Movie screwed.
Oh, God.